Hey guys, and a warm welcome to the 2022 Singapore Airshow. The Singapore Airshow is Asia's largest airshow event, and so I walk you through this year's exciting show. Let's go! Some of the exciting and largest exhibits include Airbus, Boeing, and so here's a look at their exhibits. Some of the exhibits include Asia's University of Embry-Riddle. Here's a quick look at what they offer as well as their views of the future aviation landscape.
Globally, the pandemic has put a big stop to aviation industry. No one was traveling for a time. It's starting to pick up. Aviation and travel is going to be key for everyone. We're seeing that. We're seeing that in the US. Singapore doesn't have a domestic market, obviously, so it's all international. But in the US, the demand for travel in the domestic market is exceeding the numbers that they had pre-COVID in 2019. And we're seeing lots of people who had never traveled before are beginning to travel. So
with that done, it's now time for some of the more exciting static displays.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to this Singapore Airlines A350-900 ULR. ULR stands for Ultra Long Range. This aircraft connects Singapore and New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles. And the Singapore-New York City route is the world's longest flight commercial today, around 18 hours, 45 minutes. You can imagine when you are a traveler in such a flight that you need as much comfort as possible. And this is what this cabin provides. Feel the spaciousness of the cabin. We have removed the center bins. They are not necessary, in fact, because the lateral ones are big enough to accommodate 8 seats.
Fine. You will tell me, okay, we no longer have the big business class seats. It is premium economy, yet very comfortable. But you know what? Compared to other planes, this is one of the quietest places in the airplane. And older generation planes are noisier in the back of the cabin, where normally economy class is. But on the 350, we reach very, very high levels of quietness on board. This area is very quiet. Very important when you stay long hours in flight. It also participates to fatigue. And this is premium economy. The seats go in 8 abreast fashion, that is to say 2, 4 and 2. And you may notice that it is a distinctive design, very sophisticated, and between passengers there is a tablet where you can place a glass of champagne, a glass of orange juice. So there is a greater separation between passengers. So actually, when I look at this seat, on top of being beautiful, it reminds me of business class from 1980. So this shows the progress in terms of comfort and the fact that Singapore Airlines really puts as a top priority the branding and the product offering for their passengers. So there are 94 premium economy class seats in here. So for a total of 161 passengers. And that airplane can fly to New York. It can also fly to Los Angeles, for instance, even San Francisco, depending on the demand for business. And I believe that it could also go to Washington. It's not doing this now, but we know it's got the legs.
Now it's time to move on to the A330neo.
Aaron. I'm with Lift Aero Design.
Okay.
We're a design consultancy, and we developed for Cebu Pacific the cabin for the A330neo. So basically, it's quite unique. It's a very dense cabin, so it's very important to emphasize comfort within the limitations of this configuration. And then at the same time, we have managed to convey the brand very well, I think. So it's 100% Cebu Pacific. Everything is customized to this airline. So because Cebu Pacific is unique as well,
Yeah.
operation of this as well. So we want this experience to be positive as well, because people will associate this configuration with the airline as well. So it has to be, it's very as attractive, as modern and fresh as possible. Every touch point along the cabin, not just the seats, but even in other parts like the lavatories and the walls are all completely bespoke for Cebu Pacific.
See.
Was it ever a challenge to design it as an all-economy cabin?
Onwards to the Korean Air A220.
So the A220 again is the winner in this class. So the 220 again has the largest stowage in its class. You can have one roller bag per passenger on board this aircraft. Wide arm, so we have 20 inches wide arm. That helps with the turnaround time, the boarding and the deboarding of passengers. It goes all the way up to 160 seats, and that's in all high-density configuration. The Dash 100 is 135 seats in high density and 116 seats in class, flying up to 3,450 vertical miles, different seat options, different connectivity options, all designed with the passenger. Our engine partner talked a little bit more about this fantastic future-proof engine, I would say.
Yeah, the PW1500G engine is one of our geared turbofan models. It provides up to 25,000 pounds of thrust. It's a 73-inch fans diameter, so it's a mid-size class engine. The next one up is the one that's offered on the A320neo. So it's the same technology that you see on these two engines, and they're sister engines, basically.
Now it's time for a quick hop on board the Embraer.
Got the best of both possibilities. So that's why it's a bit unique. You have like the push buttons like the Airbus, but you have some switches like the Boeing. So in the black and white is, although the yoke is a bit different like motorcycle one, but it's
roughly the same proposition as the 787, for instance. So it's a regional jet, very compact one, but it's very simple to operate. If you have, look into a turboprop or even a general aviation airplane, you see that, well, it's very simple to operate.
Yeah.
The checklist is very short because you have a lot of automation.
And obviously, not to forget the exciting flying displays.
With a 72-meter span, optimized to reduce fuel and emissions in flight. And performance of 777X made a certification and its first delivery in late 2023. Family has 330 followers from 8 customers around the world, including cabin, airlines operating A350 offer passengers the most innovative and comfortable experience in the sky. And thanks to single type rating, only one single pilot, cabin crew, and engineers are needed. In spare parts. The love and the ride, the lip-sync crew and the sync crew after regular are
So some of the key highlights from the show includes the firming up of 7 A350 freighters by Singapore Airlines, as well as the signing for a study of hydrogen distribution in Changi. So that's the wrap for the Singapore Airshow 2022, and to meet definitely in the next airshow. One team, one aviation, one sky hit.